This stick is the strongest item in Breath of the Wild. Let me show you why. With the press of a button, I can smack the cheeks of a guardian and spot it out of thin air and make it demolish any enemy that comes my way. But that's too easy. I want to see how much damage a guardian can do to the overworld bosses in the game and determine if they would win in a 1v1. So starting off, I decided to use a file that was already played through because there was really no point in redoing the Great Plateau, and I happened to have spawn points that were close to the overworld bosses. Now what I needed next was to get our magical stick, but this red bokoblin for whatever reason has it in his hand, so we need to take care of him. Alright guys, this is our guardian spawner. It's a stick, dude. This yeets guardians across Hyrule. Now, you're probably thinking, yo Z, can you spawn like a lot of them? Well, it's insane, isn't it? So the first boss we're going to 1v1 is going to be the Stone Talus on the Great Plateau. It's one of the first overworld bosses you encounter, and it's just extremely easy to get to. So here's our first overworld boss, chat. We're going to use this stick to yeet guardians at the Talus, and let's see how much damage it does. Now, one thing I'm really curious about is I want to know if their guardians are gonna attack the main body, or if they're gonna attack the rock that's on top of the Talus. All right, wreck it. All right, so we'll spawn one guardian. Okay, so it seems like the guardian does aim at the rock. Dude, oh my god. Okay, so guardians wreck taluses. That's what I'm getting from this. So one thing you'll notice, guys, that these guardians, they're shooting really fast. And that's because these guardians are guardians from relics of the past. So these are like enhanced guardians that like... Alright, well there you go, chat. That's how strong these guardians are compared to a Talus. They actually just wreck them one shot. Now, after seeing the guardian destroy the Talus, I wanted to see if they can go toe to toe with the Molduga. Does the Molduga react to guardian footsteps? Okay, so it looks like it doesn't. Oh, but the guardian definitely sees it though. Yes, okay, so the guardian definitely sees the Molduga, but... Oh, okay. Alright, so the guardian's actually able to hit the Molduga through the sand. And surprisingly, it does a lot of damage. Okay, so... Alright, so why did the Molduga just attack the guardian? It didn't seem like it made any noise. Because I'm guessing that the stalkers don't make noise. Or like footsteps, because it's not noticing anything. Unless it only notices like me. Alright, so I think when the Molduga runs over a guardian is when it just like shoots up. Unless it just kind of does it at random. And I think this will kill the guard. I think this will kill the Molduga. Alright, cool. So I wasn't sure what made the Moldugas jump in the air. I want to assume that this is a random thing they do. And since our guardians are equipped with an automatic charge, a laser shooter, this is the reason the guardians were able to attack the Molduga when jumping in the air. And based off the damage that the guardians were doing to the Molduga, I think it's safe to say that a Molduga would definitely wreck a few of these things before they're finally able to take it down. The next boss is going to be a tough one. It's the subscribe button, and the only way to beat it is to punch it below the video with a like and maybe a comment. So when sending guardians out of Hinox, I wasn't expecting our juiced up guardians to stunlock it. This ended up leading to a rather boring fight since the Hinox really didn't know what to do with its life. So instead, I decided to stunlock another Hinox to see how much damage the guardians would deal, and just like the Molduga, it wasn't much. Alright, let's just wreck it. Send in the fleet! Get him! Bro, this isn't even fair. The last overworld boss we need to 1v1 is a Lionel. And as you would expect, they are still a pain in the ass. Gotta make sure I don't die. Guardian, hello! Bro, over here! Thank you! Okay, I died. So the Lionel wasn't fazed by the Guardian whatsoever. And this turned out to be a bit tough because the bosses don't pay any attention to the Guardians and they only focus Link. And even with the Guardian shooting the Lionel and dealing damage, if I didn't have the gear that I did, I definitely would have died a few times. And what's crazy is this happens to be a weak Lionel. This is how many Guardians it takes to defeat a stronger one. Yeah, Lionels are still the most insane enemy in Breath of the Wild, even against an army of Guardians.